Hey YouTube, this is Jane coming at you from Team Shadow Strike, and today I'm going to be doing some more episodes on cards that make my dick hurt. And most of the actually I think all four of the ones that I'll be discussing today in all four segments that I'll be posting will be cards from Set 13 Catastrophic Outbreak. You'll probably see me do some more on Set 14 when more cards get announced. Right now for Set 13, however, the only card that is announced is that Jewel Knight Reverse unit. But I'm probably going to hold out to do that one until more cards in Set 14 that gets announced. But first, I'm going to start this segment off. I have no idea what number of segments I'm on. I didn't look that up before I started. So whatever segment this is, that's the one it is. And the one that we're going to be talking about first, it's one of the not-so-popular clans. It's a Great Nature card, and it is Honorary Professor Chat Noir. And it is the break ride for Great Nature. And it's the first time that Great Nature's got some support since Set 7, I believe. No, Set 9. And so, this is one of those clans, in my opinion, it gets a lot. It doesn't really have a lot of popularity because you have your Paladin players, you have your Kagero players, you have your Narukami players, and the more popular clans like the Shadow Paladins and the Liberators, and they just get sweat. A lot of players flock to those clans, and that's understandable. Those are all really good clans, along with Aqua Force and things like that. So things like Great Nature, which I believe has the potential to be a really good deck, considering all the stuff that will be coming out for the American meta soon when we finally find out the release dates. So anyway, the first card that we're going to be talking about today, like I said, it is a Grade 3 Great Nature Honorary Professor Chat Noir. It's the break ride for Great Nature, and here's its abilities. It has an 11k base power, and since it's a break ride, you automatically already know it's a Grade 3. Its ability is Limit Break 4. When a Great Nature rides this unit, choose your Vanguard, and until the end of that turn, that unit gets plus 10,000 power. And auto ability: when one of your Great Nature rear guards attacks a Vanguard, choose one of your Great Nature rear guards, and that unit gets plus 4,000 power until the end of turn. And at the end of the turn, draw a card and retire that unit. So the key to do with this card is you're going to be riding probably either Leopold Reverse on it, or if you're still wanting to play the polar bear, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I'm trying to think of his name. Polaris. So you'll either be playing probably Leopold Reverse or Polaris. And, a lot of Great Nature, they have a card which is really key to a card that almost every Great Nature deck plays. And it is this card right here, Binoculus Tiger, and his ability, is when he swings at the Vanguard, you can choose a rear guard to give it plus 4k. That's pretty much what this break ride is doing, except whenever one of your rear guards attacks, you choose a rear guard, and that rear guard gains 4k. So you're going to be, in essence, swinging with a rear guard to boost the other rear guard, and then attacking with your Vanguard, and then just stacking all your triggers on top of that one rear guard, like you see a lot of Great Nature combos doing now. And, if you hit a stand trigger, stand up your other rear guard, attack again, give it another 4k. So you're going to be able to have that rear guard hit, probably 30 plus easy with a boost and things like that. So this card it's actually really good, and Great Nature is one of the more forgotten clans because, like I said, there's just a lot more powerful clans out there, like your Aqua Forces, your Shadow Paladins, your Gold Paladins, your Narakamis, and your Kageros. They just, and even Genesis. There's just more powerful clans out there. So Great Nature kind of gets forgotten about, which I don't like. I love Great Nature. I love the clan. I built the deck for fun. It really is a fun deck to play. And the plus side about using the Break Ride ability is the rear guard that gets juiced by the other rear guard's attack and everything is going to retire in the end phase. And but the plus side is you get to draw a card. So there's really no downside to playing it because you're going to plus. You're not gonna plus, but you're gonna break even because the rear guard will retire and you draw a card. And also keep in mind you're gonna twin drive, obviously, so you're gonna accumulate a hand. That's the nice thing about Great Nature is their recyclability. You can just do so many cool things just to add cards to your hand, search out copies of other cards. It is just so consistent. And then for Chat Noir's ability, Vanguard skill, whenever he attacks the Vanguard, he gains +2, making him a 13k base power, which is really good, so he can hit cross rides, which is good when you ride him as your grade 3, so in case you have to sit on him for a turn or two before you break ride. So really good card for Great Nature. I was hoping that they would get a pretty decent break ride, and they did really good. I think between I think the Grand Blue Break Ride is pretty decent too, but I think, because if I was going to name the 2 most forgotten about clans, I would name Great Nature and Grand Blue. And I realize some of you might be going, well, what about Mega Colony? Well, Mega Colony, in my opinion, just really doesn't have a lot to be a good deck. It just doesn't have a lot of support. Now, I've played players like my friend Scott at Locals who has a Mega Colony deck, and he got to finals with it, and he played really well. But I just don't see the cards having enough potential to do anything in the meta after all these other cards come out from set 10 and later on. With Great Nature, they have that Panda that can attack and gains 10k if the Vanguard is sitting at 12k or higher, so he automatically will shoot up into the 20s by himself. I think that really is good. And then you have this Break Ride Honorary Professor Chat Noir, so that's also really good. So I really think Great Nature could do something in the meta. Maybe nothing like crazy, like win a major tournament or anything like that, but I do think that the deck could see a lot more play, just for the simple fact being this card is good. The artwork is pretty good. And remember, like all of the Cards That Make My Dick Hurt segments I've done as of late, I have been putting the link to the wiki to the card in the description, so if you'd like to go see the card, you're more than welcome to go see the artwork and read the effect for yourself. So anyway, guys, that's all I pretty much have to say about this card, so hope you enjoyed this segment. In the comment section below, please feel free to share your thoughts on this card. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you just don't care about Great Nature in general, because there's some players that just don't like the clan. I understand that. I like playing the clan mainly just as a fun deck. So anyway, feel free to share your comments with me. Thumbs up the video for me, subscribe, and I will see y'all later.